sad because I didn't feel like he was gone.
Yeah. Wow. He left such an impact.
Oh, huge. Huge, huge. Yeah. Huge personality. A teacher beyond, anything I'd ever experienced before.
Mm-hmm.
He was so completely 100% in the moment. And, but anyway, so, I come up with little things. I come in with this one, we'll skip for a second. Give that boy some bread. Oh, no, I want this one. Eat your beans and barley too. Okay. Have we done this? Eat your beans and barley too. And after a little while, I'd heard that a few years. Mm-hmm. I said, Master, I got an idea for a second verse for that. I said, oh, really, do you? And I said, yeah, if you know what's good for you, try it. That's right. And he, lo and behold, he liked it. Uh-huh. I like that. And he started using it with his other students. So that is my biggest claim to fame. I gave the maestro the second verse to eat your beans and barley.
That's awesome. That's so great. And together they make a complete protein, beans and barley. Yeah, all exactly. The amino acids.
Right, there you go.
I love
it. Eat your beans.
Eat your beans and barley too.
Yeah. Focuses the voice right into the mask. Mm-hmm. He would say, let the consonant be your guide. If you know what's good for you, good. If you know what's good for you, eat your beans. Eat your beans and barley too. If you know what's good for you. Wonderful. Eat your beans and barley too. And he was fond of saying, wonderful. And he had a bass voice, so it was big. If you know. If you know what's good for you. Great. Eat your beans. Eat your beans and barley too. Right. If you know. If you know what's good for you. Eat your beans. Eat your beans and barley too. If you know. If you know what's good for you. Let's stop there for now. We can do more, but no, not right now.
Okay.
Q. And the one that's come back to me recently with my students that he impressed upon me was sing like a sigh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let the breath carry the voice. Mm-hmm. And when you hear singers that they can float it, mm-hmm. right? It's undeniable. Like, how do they do that? It just fills the space, mm-hmm. and it sounds effortless. Q. Start light.
Q.
Or don't start light. Calling on the maestro. And he would say, on one of my very first lessons, he said, decide to be happy. Did I tell you this one?
No. I love that.
You said it just like that. And I reacted just like that.
Laughing?
Oh God, he made me laugh. We laughed a lot. Sometimes we laughed so much I couldn't sing.
That's how I feel today.
We'd have to pause, and go, okay. And him too, he would be laughing. Big laugh. Go.
Kiyu, 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 kiyu.
Keep it round. Okay, make it Kyo. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Yes. Stop there for now. So I know I asked you this before. You sing to your children?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So what do you sing to them?
All their favorite songs are things like "Hear the bunny sleeping till it's nearly noon. Oh, shall we wake them with a merry tune?" So it's all like nursery rhyme type
Lovely.
things. And whenever I try to sing them music that I like, my 3-year-old, she'll always say, "No, Mama, sing Twinkle Twinkle,"
Yeah.
which I think is so cute.
You got to hear the
She
hit.
doesn't like
I
my
want
music.
The hits.
Mhm.
The hits, whatever my hits are, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's from there? It's lovely.
Yeah.
That's a great connection. That's
Mhm.
forever.
Hmm. It's what's so amazing is, so she's almost about 3,
Mhm.
and the whole time that we've been raising her, we've always said, like, "Can you say Mama? Can you say Dada? Can you say Do Re Mi?" And we'll just throw those in there, so
Yeah.
it's just a part of our relationship.
Right.
And she, like, slowly over the years has started to get in tune. Like, it starts out not in tune,
Yeah.
and then eventually she'll start to hear what the scale sounds like, and now she's singing in tune.
Yeah.
So that has been the most beautiful thing. It's just like speaking, because your
Absolutely.
articulation when you're a child is not quite right, and like other adults can't understand what you're saying.
Right.
But we can understand what she's saying, so that has been the most cool thing about.
Yeah. What a wonderful. That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that.
Mhm,
And your whole being lights up when
Mhm.
you're telling me about it.
Yeah. Well, it's such a cool thing, and I've heard of people when they're training their kid a skill, that they get angry at their child when the child makes mistakes. But actually, the whole journey is mistakes, and you're just like narrowing in on what you're aiming at. So it's a part of me and my husband's philosophy that we don't get angry at the kids for mistakes. We just talk about it with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with the singing, like, we don't even say anything's a mistake. We just say, "We love it when you sing," you know? That's all we say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First they have to feel good about singing. And if they get all scared about singing because they're going to make a mistake, how can they learn and grow with it and find joy in it? And you find, with many adults who had piano lessons or voice lessons or something, and somebody scolded them, or it wasn't an enjoyable experience. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And so then they go, well, or somebody made an offhand remark like, that didn't sound good. And then they go, well, I can't sing. Right? And so then they stop trying to sing. And for the rest of their lives, they don't sing. So if it comes up, they say, oh, no, I can't. What a shame, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's being cheated out, or allowing yourself to, you can blame others, but we allow ourselves to be cheated out of our joy, or out of, our experienced life in the fullest. Sometimes the negative comment is just what you need to hear.
Yeah.
There you go.